I don't believe that this rift is going to hurt Trump too much with his base because he has developed somewhat of a something of a cult of personality, and part of that has involved Trump um, posing as a person who stands up for the regular Americans and is not on the side of the powerful, even though this is problematic for journalists or academics who are observing the Trump administration. I think that he can play this in a way as here he is standing up to even the richest man in the world. So I think he can spin this with his base and not really suffer too much with them. The bigger problem is that there are systemic issues that are much bigger than this Trump issue and this budget issue with Elon Musk. I think it's interesting that Musk has come out and said that Trump is in the Epstein files. And this is comes on the heels of Glenn Greenwald, who was speaking very critically of Israel and even went on the show with Tucker Carlson and said that all indications or many indications point to or suggest that Epstein was an Israeli intelligence asset. And it seems to be not coincidental that all the criticism of Glenn Greenwald toward Israel, that this results in him having a sex tape leaked. And many people would assume and are assuming, if you are online, that this was an Israeli operation. So this issue of sexual blackmail, and even if Trump is on the Epstein list, I think if he exposes it, that would be actually the smart thing to do because we have grown up a good bit as a country in the last few years and learned that there's a lot of bad behavior and criminal behavior by our system of governance. And the implications of sexual blackmail, as we would see with, Glenn Greenwald being exposed in this way with dirt that they had to try to discredit him, it makes the blackmailers look worse, and that's important. I believe that we need to have some sort of rational way of dealing with sexual blackmail as an institution that's probably involving amnesty for anyone who's being blackmailed and severe punishment for any entities that are involved in blackmail. If we really want to crack down on this and confront this anti-democratic practice and criminal practice in our system, Trump could potentially be the catalyst for that if he were willing to do so. As far as the big, beautiful bill and the passage of it, I'm not sure it will make much difference either way. The Musk criticism, because he's not really taken very seriously as a political commentator. His observations that he makes online in social media and in interviews are not impressive for people who study politics extensively. He's not a very erudite person when it comes to these matters, and he often likes to express opinions on subjects that he really doesn't know much about. He wildly overestimates his own intellect, I think, when it comes to these matters. So I think that the issue with the bill and whether it will pass or not, and whether the Musk-Trump feud is going to impact that at all, these are smaller issues. And I think that beyond the budget, there are huge systemic issues facing the country as our position as the global leader of international capitalism is now collapsing, and a new world order that is multipolar is taking shape. And I believe that those issues related to that are going to take center stage and make these other issues about the budget from year to year and other things, they're going to seem small by comparison to the big structural changes that are coming and that we will need to respond to in the not too distant future.